Hey coin enthusiasts, welcome back to Coins Dealer where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into the story of a Washington quarter that could be worth more than just 25 cents. Yup, we're talking about the 1978 Washington quarter dollar. First minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington quarter has become a staple in American currency. But, did you know that some Washington quarters, especially those minted in Denver in 1978, are now considered valuable collector's items? This little D below the eagle on the reverse side of the coin indicates it was minted in Denver. But why would a coin that was produced so long ago still be relevant today, and worth more than face value? What makes this particular 1978 Washington quarter potentially worth more than its face value? Well, there are a few factors. First up, condition is key. A standard, circulated 1978 quarter is generally worth face value. But if your coin is in mint state, particularly in grades MS65 and higher, it could be worth $10 to $20 or more. A top-grade 1978 quarter in MS67 condition has been known to fetch upwards of $400 to $600 at auctions. But wait! There's more. Some 1978 quarters are worth even more because of mint errors. These error coins can skyrocket in value, especially if you've got one with a striking anomaly. For example, an off-center strike or a double die obverse error could make your coin significantly more valuable. These error coins could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and demand. So, how can you identify if your 1978 Washington quarter is one of the valuable ones? First, you want to check for any noticeable errors or imperfections. If the coin looks pristine, you may want to consider getting it professionally graded. Once you have your coin graded and authenticated, you can list it on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or even take it to a coin show. Always research recent sales of similar coins to set a fair price. So there you have it. Your 1978 Washington quarter could be worth a lot more than you think, especially if it's in top condition or has a mint error. Start checking your coin collection today, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome coin-related content. And don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss out on discovering the next coin that could make you rich. We're talking about a coin that could be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket right now, the 1983 Washington quarter dollar. This quarter may look ordinary, but it's actually worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Stick around because you might be in for a huge surprise. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But what makes the 1983 quarter so special? It was minted at the Philadelphia Mint and produced in large quantities, over 673 million quarters to be exact. But here's the catch, very few of these coins were preserved in mint condition due to a unique set of circumstances during the 1980s. In the early 1980s, there was a major recession, and coin collectors didn't see much potential in holding on to freshly minted quarters. As a result, very few high-quality examples of the 1983 quarter were saved. Most of them entered circulation and experienced significant wear and tear. Finding a pristine, uncirculated 1983 quarter today is extremely difficult, which is why the few that exist are worth a lot of money. So, how much money are we talking about? Well, in lower circulated conditions, this quarter might only fetch a few dollars. But if you happen to have a 1983 quarter in uncirculated or mint state condition, you could be looking at a small fortune. Coins graded MS65 or higher have been known to sell for hundreds and even thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, a top-grade MS67 1983 quarter once sold for over $3,000. Now that's a nice return on a 25-cent investment. Want to check if your 1983 quarter is worth big bucks? Here's what to look for. First, the condition is everything. The fewer scratches and wear marks, the better. Look closely at the detail in Washington's hair, the sharpness of the eagle on the reverse side, and the overall luster of the coin. The more defined these features are, the higher the grade, and the more valuable your coin will be. If you think you have a valuable 1983 P quarter, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS and NGC are the top choices for coin grading. They'll assess the condition of your coin and assign it a grade on the MS scale, which could significantly increase its value at auction. So, don't overlook that old quarter you found in your change jar or tucked away in a drawer. It could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1983 P Washington quarter is a hidden gem, and who knows, you might just have a treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we're diving deep into the 1986 P Washington quarter. You might be thinking, hey, this is just another ordinary quarter. But believe it or not, certain 1986 quarters can actually be worth way more than their face value. First, a little background on the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has been a staple of U.S. currency. The 1986 P quarter was minted in Philadelphia, with the P mint mark proudly representing the city. Now, in 1986, over 551 million quarters were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. So, you're probably wondering, what makes this year's quarter so special? Well, let's get into that. While most of these quarters are worth only 25 cents, there are rare exceptions where some 1986 P quarters have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The value of these quarters skyrockets because of specific factors like rarity, condition, and minting errors. One of the key reasons some 1986 P quarters are worth a lot is due to minting errors. Errors like off-center strikes, double dies, and weak strikes can significantly increase the value. These are mistakes made during the minting process, making the coin unique, and collectors love that. Another important factor is the condition of the coin, also known as its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins in mint state condition, particularly those graded MS 65 or higher, can fetch high prices at auctions. For example, a 1986 P quarter graded MS 67 or higher can sell for hundreds of dollars because of its near-perfect condition. So, if you have a 1986 quarter lying around, it's definitely worth getting it checked out by a professional grading service. Now, let's talk about the money. How much is a 1986 P quarter actually worth today? While most circulated quarters are only worth their face value, a rare mint error coin or a high-grade 1986 P quarter can be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars in recent years. Some 1986 P quarters with significant minting errors or in pristine condition have sold for upwards of $1,000 at auction. One particular quarter graded MS 67 by PCGS sold for over $1,200. So, how can you tell if your 1986 P quarter is valuable? First, examine the coin closely for any visible mint errors. Look for things like doubling on the lettering or numbers, off-center strikes, or any anomalies in the design. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. If it looks pristine with little to no wear and tear, you might have a higher grade coin on your hands. Finally, consider getting your coin professionally graded if you think it could be worth something. So there you have it. The 1986 P Washington quarter might be more than just pocket change. It could be a valuable treasure hiding right under your nose. Make sure to check your quarters, because who knows, you might be holding onto a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more coin discoveries, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting. We're diving deep into one of the coins that you might have in your pocket or coin jar right now, the 1991 P Washington quarter dollar. Could this little quarter be worth a small fortune? You might be surprised. Let's find out. First things first, let's talk about the 1991 P Washington quarter. This quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it bears the P mint mark. If you take a look at the front of the coin, you'll see George Washington, the face of the quarter since 1932. But what makes this particular quarter so special? Well, it all comes down to rare errors, specific conditions, and even a few unique varieties of this coin that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Let's start with error coins. Mistakes at the mint make certain quarters stand out. Some rare 1991 P quarters were struck with significant die cracks, off-centering, or double strikes. These coins are rare gems that can skyrocket in value. Imagine finding one of these errors in your loose change and suddenly it's worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you have a 1991 P quarter, take a close look. You might just have one of these highly sought-after mint errors. Next up is condition. Like with most coins, the condition of the quarter plays a huge role in determining its value. If your 1991 P quarter is in uncirculated or mint state condition, it could be worth much more than face value. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are what collectors are after, and in auctions, these pristine coins can fetch anywhere between $50 to $150 or more. So, if you've got a shiny, untouched 1991 P quarter, it might be time to get it graded and see what it's really worth. There are also a few special varieties of the 1991 P quarter that collectors look for. These could be varieties with a slightly different strike, unusual lettering, or other small details that set them apart from the standard issue. These varieties can be highly collectible and, depending on demand, could significantly increase the value of your quarter. Remember, when it comes to coin collecting, even the smallest detail can make a huge difference. So, is your 1991 P Washington quarter worth a lot of money? It very well could be. Whether it's a rare mint error, a high-grade condition, or a special variety, these quarters can be much more valuable than you think. So, next time you're going through your coins, take a closer look at that 1991 P quarter, you might just hit the jackpot. Today we're diving deep into the world of coin collecting, and specifically, we're going to talk about a 1995 D Washington quarter that could be worth a lot more than you think. If you've got some old quarters lying around, this video is for you. You won't believe how much some of these coins are selling for. Let's jump right in. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, created to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, there have been several changes to the design and composition of this iconic coin. But today, we're focusing on one year in particular, 1995, and a specific mint mark, the D for Denver. So, what makes the 1995 D Washington quarter so special? While most of these coins are still only worth face value, there are certain rare factors that can drastically increase their worth. One of the biggest things collectors look for are errors and high-quality mint state coins. Some of these can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their condition. Coins minted in Denver that are in perfect mint condition, what collectors call MS-65 or higher, are rare and highly sought after. But that's not all. There are also error coins from this year that can significantly boost the value. For example, off-center strikes, double dies, and even minor imperfections can turn a regular 25-cent coin into something worth much more. Alright, now for the part you've all been waiting for, how much can these quarters be worth? Well, if you have a 1995 D Washington quarter in uncirculated, mint condition, you could be looking at anywhere from $50 to over $500 depending on the grade. And if you're lucky enough to have one with an error, you could be talking thousands of dollars. At auctions, we've seen some 1995 D quarters with unique errors or high-quality grades go for as much as $1,000 or more. These types of coins are rare, but they're out there. So, it's always worth double-checking your collection. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1995 D quarter is worth a lot of money. First, check the mint mark. Look for that small D on the coin, which stands for the Denver Mint. Then, examine the coin's condition. Is it shiny and free from scratches? If so, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. You'll also want to inspect the coin for any noticeable errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled images, or other anomalies. If you find anything unusual, it might be worth a fortune. And remember, getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC can increase its value even more if it's in great condition. So, you found a valuable 1995 D Washington quarter, and now you're wondering how to sell it. The best places to sell rare coins are online auction sites like eBay, or through a certified coin dealer. Make sure to get it appraised and graded first so you know exactly what it's worth. When selling online, be sure to include clear pictures of the coin's condition and any errors. This will help attract more serious buyers and could increase the price. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1995 D Washington quarter and its potential value, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more awesome coin collecting content. Have you ever come across a rare quarter? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and good luck finding your treasure. We're talking about the 1999 P Washington quarter dollar, a coin that could be hiding in your pocket change, worth a lot more than just 25 cents. You won't believe how much some of these coins are fetching. Let's jump in. So, what makes the 1999 P Washington quarter so special? First of all, 1999 marked a huge shift in the design of U.S. quarters. It was the first year of the state quarters program, and collectors were scrambling to get their hands on these new designs. But what about the good old Philadelphia minted Washington quarter? That's where things get interesting. Let's start with the basics. The P mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it features the classic design of George Washington on the obverse, or heads side. On the reverse, you'll find the specific state design that was issued that year. The state quarters released in 1999 were Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. But even among these, the plain Washington quarter can be more valuable than you think. Here's why. Okay, so why is a 1999 P Washington quarter worth more than face value? Well, there are a few reasons. First, mint errors. Some 1999 P quarters were struck with errors, anything from double dies to off-center strikes, and even die cracks. These mint mistakes make the coin unique, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. One of the most famous errors is the double die, where parts of the design appear doubled. Some of these error coins have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions. Yep, you heard that right, hundreds. But it's not just about errors. High-grade, perfectly preserved 1999 P Washington quarters are also in demand. Coins that have been graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC and received a high grade, such as MS-67 or MS-68, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A high-grade coin means it's been kept in pristine condition with very few, if any, scratches or signs of wear. So if you have a 1999 P quarter that looks like it just rolled out of the mint, it could be worth a fortune. Now, let's talk numbers. Some 1999 P Washington quarters in top condition have sold for over $1,000 at auction. That's right. Imagine finding one of these coins in your change jar and turning it into serious cash. Pretty amazing, right? So, check those pockets, those coin rolls, and even your couch cushions. You never know where a hidden treasure might be waiting. Wondering how to check if your 1999 P Washington quarter is valuable? Here's what to do. First, check the coin for any unusual markings or errors, things like doubling or off-center strikes. Next, examine its condition. Does it have a lot of scratches and wear, or is it still in great shape? If it looks minty fresh, it could be worth sending in to a professional grading service. Remember, a little effort in checking your coins could pay off in a big way. And if you're unsure, there are tons of online communities where you can ask questions and get help from fellow collectors. So there you have it, folks. The 1999 P Washington quarter is a coin to look out for. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade example, or just a unique piece of history, you could be holding on to something much more valuable than you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more awesome coin content. We're diving deep into the world of the 2000 D Washington quarter dollar coin. Did you know that some of these seemingly ordinary quarters could be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Let's start with a little background. The 2000 D Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program. This program ran from 1999 to 2008, and during this time, special quarters were produced to honor all 50 states in the order they joined the Union. Now, most of these coins were used in circulation and spent over and over again. But, as with many coins, a small number were produced with errors or unique characteristics that can make them extremely valuable to collectors. So, what exactly makes the 2000 D Washington quarter valuable? It all comes down to mint errors and condition. Mint errors are like hidden treasures in the world of coin collecting. Some quarters were struck with off-centering, double dies, or even missing design elements. These mint errors can dramatically increase the value of the coin. If you come across a 2000 D quarter that has any of these rare errors, you could be looking at a payday worth thousands of dollars. In addition to errors, the coin's condition is crucial. If your quarter is in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state, its value skyrockets. The highest value 2000 D quarters are those that have been graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Let me give you a couple of examples. In 2017, a rare 2000 D quarter with a significant mint error sold for over $2,000 at auction. And that's just one example. These coins are out there waiting to be discovered, sometimes in coin rolls, pocket change, or even in your old piggy bank. Coins like this are why it's always a good idea to carefully inspect your change. You never know when you might come across a small fortune. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how do I spot a valuable 2000 D quarter? First, check for any visible mint errors. Look for doubling in the text, off-center strikes, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. Next, pay attention to the overall condition of the coin. Coins with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration are more likely to fetch high prices. If you believe you have a rare find, consider sending it to a professional grading service to have it certified. Before you rush off to check your coin jar, here are a few final tips. When you're searching for valuable quarters, patience is key. Not every 2000 D quarter will be worth a lot, but with persistence and a keen eye, you might strike gold, or rather, silver. Remember, even if your quarter isn't worth thousands, holding onto it could still be a smart investment, as the value of rare coins often increases over time. So, keep hunting, keep searching, and who knows? You might just find your very own jackpot coin. Today, we're diving into the world of Washington quarters, specifically the 2001 D Washington quarter. You won't believe how much this little piece of change can be worth. Close-up of a 2001 D Washington quarter spinning slowly, then freeze on the D mint mark. Let's start with some background. The 2001 Washington quarter was part of the state quarters program, which featured designs representing all 50 U.S. states. The D in the name means this coin was minted in Denver. Over 550 million 2001 D quarters were produced, but not all of them are created equal. Footage showing different 2001 D quarters with close-up shots of the state designs. This specific year featured quarters for New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. But what makes certain 2001 D quarters so valuable? Focus on quarters under magnification, with arrows pointing to details on the coins. Now, what makes the 2001 D quarter so interesting is the potential for certain errors and the quality of the coin. Some error coins from this year have been found with striking mistakes that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. These errors can include double dies, die cracks, or misalignments that happen during the minting process. On-screen text, common errors on 2001 D quarters, double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, asterisk B-roll zoom in on a quarter with a visible die crack. Another factor is the coin's condition. Coins that have remained in pristine condition, meaning high-quality grades, can also fetch high prices at auction. A 2001 D quarter in mint state condition, especially one graded MS 67 or higher, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A person examining a 2001 D quarter with a magnifying glass, then comparing it to images of error coins. So, how do you check if your 2001 D quarter could be worth more than just 25 cents? Here are a few tips. First, inspect your coin for any noticeable errors. Look for double images, cracks, or any unusual markings. Sometimes, these can be hard to spot with the naked eye, so a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe might help. Next, assess the condition of your coin. Coins in mint state condition are usually uncirculated and have no signs of wear. If your coin looks like it just came out of the mint, it could be worth sending it in for professional grading. Finally, if you think your coin has potential, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its quality and give it an official grade, which can significantly increase its market value. Auction footage showing high bids for rare coins, with on-screen price tags. So, how much can these 2001 D Washington quarters actually sell for? Well, common circulated quarters may still be worth their face value, but error coins and high-grade specimens can be a completely different story. One recent auction saw a mint state 2001 D quarter sell for over $3,000. Double die errors have been known to reach well over $1,000, depending on their severity. So, the next time you're looking through your spare change, don't overlook those state quarters. You might just be holding on to a coin that's worth way more than 25 cents. Keep an eye out for those rare errors, and if you think you've got something special, don't hesitate to get it graded. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated on all things rare coins. Who knows, your next find could be worth a fortune. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2002 D Washington $quarter coin, a coin that could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get started. First, let's talk about the basics. The 2002 D Washington quarter features the classic design we all recognize, George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The mint mark D indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint. It was part of the state quarter program, which celebrated each state in the U.S. by issuing unique designs. The 2002 series included the quarters for Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Now, here's where it gets exciting. While most 2002 D quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, some rare varieties can fetch quite a bit more. The most notable is the 2002 D wide-spaced quarter. This error coin has a unique feature where the design elements are spaced further apart than usual, which makes it quite desirable among collectors. Coins like these can sell for anywhere between $25 to several $100s, depending on their condition and the current market demand. In mint condition, some of these error coins have been known to go for over $1,000. So, keep your eyes peeled. Now, how do you identify these rare coins? Here are a few tips. Look closely at the letters and designs on the coin. The wide-spaced version has more distance between the letters and the rim. Coins that are uncirculated or in near-mint condition are more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to look for scratches or wear. Consider investing in a good coin guide or using online resources like the Red Book to stay updated on current values. If you think you have a valuable 2002 D Washington quarter, you might be wondering where to sell it. Here are some options. These are great places to meet collectors and dealers who can give you an accurate appraisal. Websites like eBay or Etsy can be a good way to reach a larger audience, but make sure to research how to sell safely online. Don't forget to check with your local coin shops. They can often provide a fair price and might be interested in purchasing your coin directly. So, there you have it. The 2002 D Washington quarter dollar is not just a piece of change, it could be a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on coin collecting. And remember, keep searching those coin jars and rolls, you never know what you might find. Today, we're talking about an everyday coin that could be worth a small fortune, the 2013 D Washington quarter. Yes, you heard that right. You might be sitting on some serious cash without even knowing it. So, stick around as we dive into what makes this coin so valuable and why collectors are going crazy over it. First things first, let's talk about the 2013 D Washington quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful series, which features various national parks and historic sites from across the United States. The D on the coin stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular quarter was struck. But why would a common quarter like this be worth more than its face value? The value of the 2013 D Washington quarter isn't just about how old it is, it's about the condition, rarity, and sometimes even errors. Collectors are especially interested in coins that have been graded in perfect or near perfect condition by organizations like the PCGS or NGC. The highest graded coins can fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. Even more interesting are coins with mint errors. These could include off-center strikes, double dies, or missing details. A rare error like this on your 2013 D quarter could easily make it worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Let's look at some real-world examples. In 2020, a 2013 D Washington quarter graded MS-67, nearly perfect condition, sold for over $700 at auction. Another one with a striking error sold for nearly $1,000. And these aren't even the highest prices these coins can go for. So, if you've got one of these coins sitting around, especially in mint state, it could be time to take a closer look. Even if it's just a little wear, the value could still be significantly higher than face value. Now, if you're wondering how to tell if your 2013 D quarter is worth big money, here are some tips. First, check the overall condition. Is it shiny and free of scratches? Next, take a closer look for any mint errors, things like doubling, die cracks, or even off-center strikes. Finally, consider getting it graded by a professional service if you believe it's in excellent condition. So, you've got your 2013 D Washington quarter and you think it might be valuable. What's next? You can sell it through several different channels, online auction sites like eBay, specialized coin auction houses, or even at a local coin shop. And if you want to maximize the value, getting it professionally graded is always a smart move. Who knew that a simple 2013 D Washington quarter could be worth so much money? Make sure to check your pockets, your piggy banks, or even that jar of change you've been saving for years. You never know, you could be holding on to something worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's all for today, coin lovers. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to discover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. We're diving into one of the most surprising coins that might be sitting in your pocket right now, the 2014 P Washington quarter. Now, you might think this is just another quarter, but this little piece of metal could actually be worth a lot more than 25 cents. So, what's so special about the 2014 P Washington quarter? Well, some of these coins are considered rare and valuable because of specific errors and unique conditions that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. The value of any coin starts with its condition, or grade. Coins that are graded as MS-65, mint state, or higher are highly sought after by collectors. If your 2014 P quarter is in pristine condition, untouched by circulation, it could be worth well over its face value. But that's just the start. What really drives up the value of certain 2014 P. Washington quarters are minting errors and rare varieties. For instance, some of these quarters have been found with doubling on the front or back of the coin. This is called a double die error. These coins can sell for hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. One 2014 P. Washington quarter with a significant error, such as doubling or striking flaws, can fetch anywhere from $500 to $1,000 at auction. And if it's graded at MS 67 or higher, you're looking at even bigger numbers. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare mint errors, and auctions can get competitive. Some 2014 P quarters have sold for thousands because of their rarity and condition. So, check your pocket change carefully, you might have a small fortune sitting right under your nose. Now, let's talk about the design of the 2014 P quarter. It's part of the America the Beautiful series, with different reverse designs featuring national parks and historic sites. The 2014 quarters featured stunning designs like the Great Smoky Mountains, Shenandoah, Arches, Great Sand Dunes, and Everglades. The combination of these iconic designs and the possibility of errors makes these coins highly collectible. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2014 P. Washington quarter is definitely a coin to look out for. Who knows? You could stumble upon a rare variety in your collection that could be worth more than you ever expected. So, before you spend that next quarter, take a closer look. It could be a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest discoveries. And if you found a rare 2014 P quarter, let us know in the comments below. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2016 P. Washington quarter. This isn't just any ordinary coin, it's one that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. But what makes this particular quarter so valuable? Let's find out. The 2016 P quarter, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, features George Washington on the obverse, as expected. However, it's the reverse designs from the America the Beautiful series that really captivate collectors. The 2016 quarters commemorate national parks and historic sites, with unique reverse designs like Harper's Ferry, Theodore Roosevelt, Cumberland Gap, and Fort Moultrie. But what sets some of these coins apart from the others? Well, the answer lies in their condition, errors, and scarcity. Error coins are one of the biggest reasons some 2016 P quarters are worth a lot more than face value. For instance, some error types include off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. These rare mistakes can send the value of a coin soaring. One specific error to watch for is the spitting horse error on the Harper's Ferry quarter, where a die crack appears to extend from the horse's mouth, giving the illusion that the horse is spitting. Coins with this error have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions. Grading is also key. If you find a 2016 P quarter in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state, its value could skyrocket. Coins graded MS 65 or higher have sold for upwards of $1,000. So, how can you find one of these valuable quarters? Start by checking your spare change, your coin jar, or even rolls from the bank. Pay close attention to both the condition and any possible errors. And remember, every small detail can mean big money. That's all for today's video. Who knew that a 2016 P. Washington quarter could be worth so much? Now, it's time to check your coins and see if you've got a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we're diving deep into a modern treasure hunt, specifically, the 2019 P. Washington quarter. Now, you might think it's just another quarter in your pocket, but guess what? This particular coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Intrigued? Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. The 2019 P. Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series and was minted in Philadelphia. What makes this coin so special isn't just its design, but its rarity, errors, and some surprising characteristics that collectors are going crazy for. The 2019 quarter belongs to the America the Beautiful series, which began in 2010 and continues to feature national parks and other historical sites. 2019 had 5 unique designs, but today, we're focusing on the P mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Like other Washington quarters, this coin features George Washington's face on the obverse. But flip it over, and you'll see the unique 2019 design, which could vary depending on which coin in the series you've got. There's Lowell, American Memorial Park, War in the Pacific, San Antonio Missions, and Frank Church River of No Return. Each design is intricately detailed. So, what makes this seemingly regular coin potentially worth thousands of dollars? The answer lies in rarity and errors. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, those rare mistakes made during the minting process. Some 2019 P Washington quarters have striking errors like misaligned dies, doubling, or even missing details in certain parts of the design. One of the most valuable errors is known as the double die. You might spot it around the lettering or specific elements on the coin. Collectors are willing to pay big money for a perfectly preserved, high-grade error coin. Condition matters. For collectors, the grade of a coin can make or break its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin. If you happen to find a 2019 P quarter in mint state condition, meaning it's never been in circulation, you're looking at a much higher value. A high-grade coin, especially one with an error, can fetch anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction. Okay, so how can you find one of these valuable quarters? First, check the mint mark. The P means it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, take a close look at the design and lettering for any signs of doubling or errors. And finally, try to find a coin in the best condition possible. Even a slightly circulated coin can be worth more than face value if it has one of these rare errors. Recently, some of these 2019 P quarters with errors have sold for staggering amounts at auctions. Depending on the condition and the rarity of the error, you could see sales going for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare quarters, make sure you protect it. Store it in a protective holder or capsule to prevent any damage. And when it's time to sell, consider sending it to a professional grading service to get the most value out of your find. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, don't just pass over those quarters. A 2019 P Washington quarter could be sitting right in your hand, and it could be worth a lot more than 25 cents.